Hi, amazing teachers. This is your elementary curriculum video for December 15th and 16th, and we are still working through really the Exodus, the ending of the story of the Exodus and the beginning of the story of God ushering his people into the promised land. So you're going to be out of the first 6 chapters of Joshua, so it's quite a big span of scripture, but you're kind of just giving an overview of what happens at the end of Moses' reign, of Moses sending spies into the promised land, into Jericho, of them being fearful of that generation of people being rejected from the promised land, and then of Joshua, of God parting the Jordan River, and of Joshua ushering the people into the promised land. And so it's kind of a sweeping story, not focusing too much on the specific details, but focusing on God's hand within the context of the fabric of that story. And so the whole concept of this week is that God is faithful. And he's proven to us throughout this entire series that he is faithful, that he does what he says he will, that he keeps his promises no matter what we do, no matter where our hearts live, that God is faithful to keep his word. So the first thing that you're going to do is a game called Follow the Leader. So just choose one child to be the leader and have him do actions and have the rest of the crew follow him. It can either be from the front of the class, to a crowd, or it could physically be like a line of kids following what the leader does. The idea is that we're looking at what it looks like to follow Joshua into the promised land. And then you'll tell your lesson. And then the really cool part about the Jesus clue, I think is really special in this particular week because Jesus is really the embodiment of God's faithfulness. And so it's a really good tie-in, especially as we come into next week being Christmas. And then your craft this week is a Christmas ornament. So you'll have all these different you'll have all the different pieces to the ornament. So they come in basically 4 pieces, 2 colors, the tag, and then the hanger. And then if you have time, you can actually decorate the outside of these rings with different, patterns, and then make sure you could write something on the back. And then also you hopefully will have time to do a review game. You have lots of review games in the box in your classroom, but this might actually be a fun week to do the fly swatter game. And maybe just we could pretend like the flies are actually grasshoppers because that's part of our story this week. And then I think that's really it. So next week you're going to be doing a gospel lesson revolving around the birth of Jesus and the gift that is Jesus. So that is your week. If you have any questions, please let us know. Otherwise, we thank you so much for all that you give, and we'll see you soon.